975.com. See it, hear it, love it.
A radio show host called Paul Gallant.
It's Paul Gallant.
Paulie G Show. He's the best in Houston.
The most interactive sports radio show in Houston.
Oh, what's good, my man? How you doing, Paul? What are you doing, Paul?
Join the devastation by dialing or texting 713-780-3776.
I love the show. Y'all keep it up.
Live from the Veritex Community Bank Studios, it's Paul Gallant.
You are definitely living in the hindsight world today, Paul.
And he crushes one high and deep to left field. Back goes Kiner Falefa, his second three-run home run of the day. Jake Myers, a 6 RBI day, a career afternoon at Yankee Stadium. It's 8-5 Astros.
Hello and welcome aboard the Paul Gallant Show on this Monday, August 7th of 2023. I am Paul Gallant, as you heard from the voice guy himself, and this is the most interactive sports talk show in Houston. You heard right there, Chas McCormick hit the second three-run home run of the day as the Astros were able to salvage a series split with the New York Yankees this weekend in the Bronx. I feel like I'm going to come off a little bit hypocritical here. But I like to think of myself as having extremely high standards when it comes to this show. Paul, it's always an ADD-riddled mess. Shut up. Or when it comes to what happens in life. Paul Gallant, you're still single. Is it because no one wants me? Is it because I'm too choosy? But I feel like we here of the Paul Gallant radio show have a very high standard. That's right, Sean, right? Like we really need to be impressed if we're going to be complimentary the day after the Astros split a weekend series with the Yankees, right? We are a program that expects the absolute most out of the Astros. Okay, they lose that game on Thursday. Fine. They lost that game on Saturday. They almost lost that game on Sunday. We have higher standards than this, don't we?
Yes. Yes, we do, Paul.
Thank you. That's a little bit more emphatic.
Yeah, because this team, I mean, frankly, the only year that this show has existed,
They won a World Series.
so that's the standard
The last
till the end of the show.
two Astros World Series where I've been in town that they've made it to, they've won. And look, while we're talking about standards, okay, so on Saturday, the Houston Texans held a media flag football game. And, I mean, even though they didn't give me the ball nearly enough, you know who ended up taking home one of these? That's right. They gave me a championship ring for winning in the Houston Texans Flag Challenge. And a lot of people know me to be the greatest flag football player in Houston sports media history. That's why I brought in my 2017 MVP trophy in addition to this ring. I, my friends, have exceptionally high standards. As I'm looking right now into the camera on twitch.tv/ESPN975 with my Media Bowl championship ring and my Media Bowl championship trophy. And I say all that to say that this weekend in the Bronx was a failure by the Houston Astros. Yes, it was a failure. Is Paul joking? Is Paul just turning this into a really elaborate, over-the-top, kind of annoying bit? Maybe. But let's just outline all of the things that happened over the course of this weekend. Friday, yeah, the Astros won. But Luis Severino, by his own account, is the worst pitcher in baseball. They only scored 5 runs off of him in 4 innings. I mean, you had the bases loaded in the second inning. What the hell happened there? The only score that you had was because Severino's so bad he hit one of the guys? By the way, the Yankees have some guy who's hitting like 220 at the top of their lineup. Jake Bauers. I don't know. But he's hitting a home run off of Hunter Brown. We hear Dusty Baker say this about Hunter Brown after the game. asked if he had to talk to Hunter Brown about the Yankee Stadium environment. Dusty said no, he's from Detroit. I don't know, no punks out of Detroit. All the dudes I played with out of Detroit were some cool, borderline gangsters. Well, borderline gangsters shouldn't be giving up home runs to Frank Bauer, okay? So that's Friday. Saturday, 2 hits. That's it. 2. Jose Altuve, of course, had one of them. It was a home run. 2. Justin Verlander lost for the first time since 2015 against the Yankees. This trade was a bust. Oh, can't even beat the Yankees, who were in last place until this weekend series split. Kendall Graveman, 2 appearances against the Yankees this 4-game series. 7.71 ERA. And I mean, this game could have been worse if not for Giancarlo Stanton half-assing it around the bases before getting gunned down at home. What the hell was that, by the way? I mean, Mauricio Dubon had a Hail Mary throw that he didn't put that much into it. The ball was high up in the air. How did they get Giancarlo Stanton out on that? That honestly is one of the most embarrassing things that we saw in this weekend, which, of course, yes, includes a lot of things that we've listed and more things that we're still going to list that the Astros did. Sunday, 12 walks? What is going on? Jose Urquidy, he's finally back. He gets the start. He walks everybody. I don't understand why they started Urquidy. They should have made JP France the starter. France came in and he cleaned things up. But not until after Phil Maton came into the game. Bases loaded mess. Jesus, you walk too and hit a guy? What is up with him? Does he need to punch a dugout wall again? Hector Neris, what's going on? Brian Abreu, pitch clock violation as a closer in a 2-run game? And you only win this game because Jake Myers is carrying the offense with 2 3-run homers and Martin Maldonado hit another. To wrap it all up, Aaron Judge in this 4-game set against the Astros, 0 for 12, 6 strikeouts. And you split this series. I'm sorry. The Astros are better than that. We're better than that. This was an embarrassing weekend. Embarrassing. And now they're off to visit the president on their day off today. Maybe they should stay back. Not to make some sort of political statement, but study the film. Try to figure out what it is that they are not doing right. Because your boy here, he's doing what's necessary to win. Winner. MVP trophy, championship trophy. I understand what it takes. I'm wondering if the Astros understand what it takes right now. 713-780-3776 to call in, to text in. Should somebody be fired for the Astros split against the formerly last place Yankees over the weekend? That's up to you.
Was this whole segment just so you could find a way to show off the ring and the trophy?
No, I would never do that.
That is a nice trophy, though.
Can you believe both of these? These are ridiculous. I mean, on a serious note, now that you can tell I'm joking around a little bit, these trophies are insane. Like, the Texans go all out for these media flag games that I'm the only one who takes seriously.
Imagine the rings that they would give the players if they ever won a Super Bowl. If they're giving, no offense, you guys, those rings.
Seriously, I can't wait if they ever win a Super Bowl. Good. This looks like a diamond ring. It's heavy.
Those are probably nicer than like the actual Super Bowl rings that like Terry Bradshaw has.
Sean, this is nicer than like the majority of the jewelry I have. Like the majority of it. So, I mean, shout out to the Texans for that. I am still a little bit annoyed that as many people like weren't letting me play the X. Like, I had to play center in this game and, of course, dominated as a center catching passes. But there were a couple of people who thought they were really good. And I 100% think that there was some stereotyping going on because I'm white. I was the fastest person there.
You and Cole Thompson, the 2 slot receivers.
Cole Thompson had a nice play. He deflected a pass over the middle of the field. Yeah. Yeah, but there was definitely, like, some people refused to get off the field when the coaches were specifically asking to have me out there. You know, the guys who have played in the NFL We're talking Travis Johnson. We're talking ND Kalu. They were specifically asking for me to be out on the field, and some people would refuse to get out. And I'm like, guys, I'm God. Get off the field. I am your God. I am the flag football god of Houston sports. I didn't get the ball nearly enough. One target, completely underthrown. Another target, I got tackled. The referees didn't call it. Outrageous. Here's what really makes this weekend sting, if we're being honest here, because they should have won 3 of 4. The Rangers have won 6 in a row. They're 2.5 games up now in the AL West. They were able to take care of business against a pretty good Miami Marlins team over the weekend. And the Mariners have won 5 in a row. They're now just 3.5 games back of you. Meanwhile, the Angels have lost every single game since the trade deadline, and we're getting some of those fun Shohei Ohtani did something impressive that someone with a ridiculous name was the last person to do. Shohei Ohtani, the first player with a home run and a stolen base in a game he started on the mound since Mudcat Grant, May 7th of 1964.
Whatever happened to the Mudcat? Mudcat Grant. That's a great name.
Seriously. That's a great name.
Why are people...
Why Mudcat, though?
Yeah, now we're like, Alex Bregman,
Dirt
Jeremy
Dog.
Pena. Like, it's like, no, give me Mudcat Pena.
I'm probably a little bit too over the top with my criticism of what the Astros were not able to do this weekend. But that's a Yankees team that's not good, and Aaron Judge played like crap, and you split the series. That's where I'm at. I'm disappointed in the Astros from this weekend.